Hello, E-Ray Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'm here to bring you your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 14th, 2021. Now, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for those of you who purchased and will be reviewing my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I really, really appreciate all the birthday support you guys came out and brought me, all of the people who purchased autographed copies and all of the people who purchased paperbacks and ebooks. I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so, so much. Now, I'm going to let you know, because I know your time is valuable. I'm going to let you know what your challenges are going to be this week, your opportunities, and your assistance. But before I get into that, I want to make sure that you guys know on Thursday on Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee, there will be an interview with actor, comedian, Kiana Dancy at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So check out Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee on Facebook. In addition to that, on Friday, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. Every Friday, if you want to participate as an artist, you can contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. If you haven't checked out Latoya Chandler yet, you definitely should. She is Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight of the Month. You can check out one of her novels, or you can go on over to Treasures and Spoils and check out her candle lines. Her products are exemplary. I'm actually a consumer of hers, so I can attest to that. You will not be disappointed if you purchase her products. If you're looking for a Christmas stocking stuffer, check out A Perfectly Fine Christmas by LaJill Hunt. The novel is out everywhere books are sold. Make sure you read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here with the astrology portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021. This is going to be your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology. After this, I will attach the tarot portion again from the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday astrology so that you can go back to it if you need, more clarification. Now, on Thursday, the sun is in Scorpio at 26 degrees, and this is an angle that favors education and pursuits in justice or law. So at this angle, this is where knowledge is power for you. If you have placements between 23 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you, and this is about your long distance travel, things at a distance from you, what you think and preach, your education and skills, where you could be actually benefiting on this day. Now, Mercury and Scorpio at 20 degrees will trine Neptune in Pisces. So Mercury in your sector of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach, morals, spirituality. Okay, it's going to trine you directly. So you're going to get some type of blessing because of what it is you think and preach, because of whatever spark of inspiration that you have that comes in and you communicate it. Okay, put in the work here because you could bring this blessing into you if you have placements in Scorpio or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees. The moon in Taurus will directly oppose Scorpio at 20 degrees. So don't get caught up at this angle. You want to watch out for ill-intentioned people who intend to diminish your worth in some kind of way. Okay, they might even mean to diminish your resources. Make sure it's not you that's working against yourself as well. If you have placements in Scorpio or Taurus between 17 and 23 degrees, you can basically expect something that has to do with either some communication that has to do with siblings, neighbors, maybe even your networks of people. I say a sibling, a neighbor, someone in your networks of people, maybe even short distance travel. It's directly aspecting challenges with people at a distance from you. okay? Or about what it is you think and preach, about your education and skills, maybe even your morals. Somebody is clashing with you. Maybe somebody doesn't agree with your morals. It's aspecting travel both ways. So make sure that you're not dealing with ill-intentioned people during travel. You might be traveling with this ill-intentioned person. You could be working against yourself, maybe even, during travel. Maybe you're driving too much, going here, going there, and you're wasting your energy or you're wasting your resources in some way. You want to definitely look at that if you have those placements, okay? On Friday, the 19th, the sun is in Scorpio at 27 degrees. So if you have placements between 24 and 29 degrees, this is an angle of misfortune, whether it's from violence, theft, or even loss. You want to be mindful of your belongings as well. For you, when if you're traveling long distances, you want to be mindful of that. You want to be mindful of fighting. You want to be mindful of theft or loss, losing your things. If you have those placements between 24 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, you want to be mindful of what it is you think and preach. You could have ill-intentioned people around you planning to steal, your work, your educational, your what you've done in education, or say you wrote a paper or something like that. You could have somebody around you that wants to steal your paper or wants to plagiarize off of you. So just be mindful of that. It squares Aquarius and Leo. If you have any placements in Aquarius and Leo between 24 and 29 degrees, you could have someone at work or that you encounter during your daily routines wanting to either fight with you, wanting to steal your work, talking about you behind the scenes, lying on you behind the scenes, and things like that. So you really, really just want to be careful, because your areas of secret, sacrifice, solitude, closure, and spirituality, as well as work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, squares this angle of misfortune that involves violence, loss, or theft. Okay. Now, around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon at 1 degree Gemini will couple with the North Node in Gemini. Okay, so this is for you. This is going to be all about home and family and where you're trying to forge to in home and family. What is your highest goal you're trying to reach in home and family? And it's aspecting your area of career. Okay, so whatever it is you master, you're trying to use that. You're being devoted to whatever it is you master, or whatever it is you do in career, to forge towards your highest aspiration in home and family. Maybe you're trying to make money to buy a house or something like that. But this is definitely aspecting you. Now, if you have placements in Capricorn as well, where Juno is, it's aspecting Juno and Capricorn. So you might forge a partnership with a friend or someone within a social group to help you accomplish a goal. And here's where you can overcome a challenge and forge toward your highest aspirations if you want to remain devoted to your beliefs or your education. Don't miss your opportunity to move forward. It's time to commit to what it is you master, okay? Gemini, Capricorn, and Sagittarius placements between 0 and 3 degrees are aspected for this angle. Okay. Now Vesta in Capricorn will trine Uranus and Taurus at 12 degrees. So a shocking blessing can show up under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus. Artistic recognition can show up for some. In love, let's hope this blessing doesn't cause friction, okay? This is where you want to be a lover, not a fighter. Now, this is about, for you, with this blessing showing up for you, it's going to be through a friend. You may be accomplishing a goal. Maybe it has to do with someone in your social groups. But the blessing is coming in through communication. It could be a sibling, someone in your networks of people, a neighbor, or you might even get communication about this during short distance travel. But either way, this recognition can definitely show up for you if you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus. Lilith and Gemini also on Friday is going to make a fated aspect to Mars and Scorpio at 13 degrees. So your instincts can get you into trouble here. And this would be your instincts, in home and family. You could have challenges with what you say, challenges with your morals, challenges with what you think and preach, challenges to your education and skills, challenges while you're driving long distances with somebody, with a relative or somebody in home and family, or maybe traveling to somebody in home and family. Just be mindful of what you say, your knee-jerk reactions to dealing with people, especially if you're on a long car drive or something like that and you pop off at the mouth. You just want to just be careful of what you say. Focus on where you can gain the most as opposed to wasting your energy and your talents where rewards won't be had. Here's where you want to be mindful of being taken advantage of as well. Keep your lips sealed. If you have placements between 10 or 16 degrees of Gemini or Scorpio, this is definitely aspecting you. Now on Friday, that's the full moon, partial lunar eclipse at 27 degrees of Taurus. So if you have placements between 24 and 29 degrees of any of the signs that I'm going to talk about here, then this is going to be aspecting you. At this full moon, practice makes perfect. And it makes perfect because you don't want to suffer any losses, okay? Skills must be honed and assistance can be appreciated. Okay, look where you want to look in your chart where your blessings are, your opportunities, and your challenges are. I'm going to let you know those. These energies are going to affect you for the next few months, and the lunar eclipse promises that we're going to be giving something up. This is your area of communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, maybe even a neighbor. You're giving something up in that area. Maybe even losing a relationship with someone. It depends. If you have placements in Aquarius or Leo between 24 and 29 degrees, someone behind the scenes, it could be a sibling, someone in your networks of people, or maybe even a neighbor is gossiping about you. Maybe they say something. Maybe they're revealing secrets. Maybe they're lying about you. This is someone that may have been of service to you or you of service to them. Something is going on behind the scenes where there's some type of friction, maybe even in communication. And you're definitely giving something up over this next few months in that area. You might be losing something, or you just might be giving something up. This could actually be a friend as well. Now, this could hamper closure with a friend. This could hamper your healing you're trying to have with a friend. Now, luckily, Jupiter is here at 23 degrees, right at that Aquarius angle. So the stuff that's going on in the background with your healing, with your spirituality, with your closure and stuff like that, I think everything will be okay. But you still will have that friction with someone in your networks of people, or either a sibling or communication with where you are of service to someone or someone is of service to you. That area of Leo, it could even be a Leo, sun, moon, or rising sign person. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. You really want to watch that area of work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, because over the next few months, it's a squaring angle, to that area. So just be mindful of that. Those are your areas of friction for you for the next few, because of this full moon. Now, where you'll gain blessings through communication, siblings, your networks of people, neighbors, and even short distance travel, that's going to be friends, goals, and social groups. Friends will help you accomplish goals. Goals will be accomplished. Things will be communicated to you where you do indeed make that shared, make those connections, with people. Maybe you forge new relationships with people in your networks of people, new friends, or blessings can come through your relationships, that you have, whether it's a sibling or even a friend. Check to see if you have placements in Virgo or Capricorn between 24 and 29 degrees, because if so, this is where your blessings are going to be coming from for the next few months. Okay. Now, as far as your assistance, with or whatever you give up, you're going to be blessed with, new relationships, new friends, or friends that are already there showing up for you. Now, as far as your assistance and opportunities that are coming your way, those are going to be through romance, creative endeavors, and even children. Play and creative expression is here too. So somebody might communicate something to you where they want to help you or partner with you, as it pertains to a creative endeavor, as it pertains to being romantic with you, or even as it pertains to hanging out with you. They might communicate with you and give you the opportunity to hang out with them. But all of these things are aspecting you over this full moon process. Okay. People in your networks of people, neighbors and siblings, could be assisting you in some way, whether it has to do with a child, whether it has to do with a creative endeavor, or whether it has to do with helping you and your romantic partner. Okay, so let's move along to Saturday. Saturday, the sun is in Scorpio at 28 degrees. This is an angle that favors the clever. Here is where knowing when to keep things under wraps will bode well for you. If you have placements between 25 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, I would say Leo and Aquarius too, because they square this angle. So this is where you want to keep things under wraps, maybe from a sibling, maybe from someone in your networks of people, maybe, you know what? No. Where you want to keep things, let me make sure I'm going to where you want to keep things under wraps has to do with what you think and preach, your education and skills, long distance travel. So with people at a distance from you, or people that you have to travel to, you know, that have to do with long distance travel, what it is you think and preach, maybe even your education and skills. If you have some goodness going on for you, you might want to keep those things under wraps if you have placements in Scorpio between 25 and 29 degrees. And this is keeping things under wraps from people, some of the people that you work with, some of the people that you are of service to, because it squares your area of Leo and Aquarius. It could even be a Leo or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign person. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. That is aspecting you with that friction. It could be a Taurus person too, because that has to do with communication, siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, and things like that. You want to be clever as it pertains to work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. Clever as it pertains to your siblings, your networks of people, your neighbors, when you're traveling, people you're dealing with during travel. Okay, you got to know when to keep things under wraps and when to keep things secret. It squares your angle of secret, sacrifice, and solitude. Worry about that, which is Aquarius. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, any of those angles between 25 and 29 degrees, just definitely be wary, because you don't want trouble coming your way because you're letting too much be known. Now, around noon, the moon in Gemini at 13 degrees makes a fated aspect to Venus in Capricorn at 13 degrees. So something fated shows up as it pertains to romance, finances, and pleasure. Beware of insincere people, because someone could be using you or attaching themselves to you just for gain. Okay, if you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees of Gemini or Capricorn, you want to be very mindful of people in home and family, maybe trying to, or even friends, people within social groups and things like that, trying to attach themselves to you to accomplish some sort of goal, whether it's romantically, whether it has to do with finances, or whether it has to do with pleasure pursuits. But either way, I mean, you can gain some money, but just beware of, you know, what you're doing to get that money. All right. Or what you're going to have to do once you get into a romantic relationship with this psycho. I mean, with this person. But it definitely could have to do with, you know, somebody who is unstable. Just beware of that. Around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the moon at 14 degrees Gemini will make a fated aspect to Mars in Scorpio. So a challenge can surface that requires your energy. Maybe it requires you to utilize your education and skills. Maybe it requires you to travel. Maybe it requires, you know, what it is you think and preach about something. But you still need to check your work to pay ratio and make sure it's fair. If it's, you know, something you're having to help someone with as far as home and family, enhance your skills so you can increase your value. Otherwise, you'll be cheated, because if you're getting paid for something, for doing something, this is aspecting your sector of home and family. You want to make sure you're getting paid what you're worth. If you have placements in Scorpio or Gemini between 11 and 17 degrees, this is aspecting you. Stay tuned for the tarot portion coming up next. Hello Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign people. Ere Taronic here with your tarot portion of your reading for the week of November 14th, 2021. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps me know that you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Now let's get into your week. It looks like your week is permeated by the Temperance card. So it looks like you're going to be really balancing, you're going to be called to balance your emotions this week. You know, balance your temper this week. Balance, you know, even your activities, everything you're doing is going to require patience and balance. Okay. Patience and balance is the key for this week for you. Now, first of all, you have justice coming in. Okay. And you have justice coming in as to your 10 of Cups. Some justice is aspecting as to a marriage, some type of friendship, family. It's just a blissful card for stability, enjoyment, wholeness, your happy family, you know, whatever a happy family is to you. It's definitely being aspected. And it's being aspected through the Seven of Pentacles upside down. And this talks about limited success, maybe a lack of vision, procrastination, maybe because of a procrastination. You can't see the success or the happy family, the justice coming to your happy family. You might have worry over money woes, okay, because your security is threatened, and maybe you feel like just giving up. This card advises you to, you know, you have to take action. You can't just hope things will get better. You know, you have to put in some type of work, because if you know, the problems can get bigger and bigger, basically. Okay. Don't just sit around not doing anything. You know, you don't want to, you know, flip out and overdo it, but you need to do something. You don't want to just let a situation fall apart. Do what you can to assist the situation for the better. Now, you have some type of shock or surprise coming to you, or being, I would say some shock or surprise coming to you as it pertains to your home. Some type of celebration, some type of happiness coming in for your family. And what it looks like is some type of good communication coming in, where you could see some sort of success and making an important step. And this advises you to go ahead and take the risk, whatever shocking thing is popping up for you or being illuminated for you, or offer is offered to you. Now, you have the Fool card, which talks about naivety. It talks about you going on some type of journey, but it's aspected with the 10 of Pentacles upside down. So that talks about some type of family conflict, maybe even financial failure aspecting. Usually it's like over money issues. It could point to different belief systems and things like that. But there's some type of conflict, and it's really, really hard work and stress that you're feeling. Now, with the hard work, even though you're feeling this hard work and stress, whether it's over money or whatever it's about, you have the ability and all the tools at your disposal to make things better, to actually plan, to have some type of foresight, because events are speeding up to come and help you get out of that situation and turn that 10 of Pentacles right side up. Okay, you just have to put forth some kind of effort. Okay, now your challenge and your advice is aspected by the 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands talks about some type of disagreement or tension or conflict. You really need to pay attention to the details, okay, because there could be potential complications in the things that you have coming before you or laying before you, whatever it is that you're planning on doing. Your challenge is going to be your celebrations of in the home. Your challenge is going to be maybe even getting a home, you know, having that wheel of fortune spinning in the right direction so that you can manifest this new job or this new home or this new opportunity that is aspecting you. Your advice is to, there's something that there's some type of collaborations aspecting you. I would say friendships or celebrations. Something, first of all, you need to appreciate what you have around you. Okay, and maybe you have someone around you that is that you would see as the King of Wands. If this is not you, this is someone you would see as a natural born leader, who has honorable behavior, who is respected by others. Their presence is respected by others. Maybe this is even you. And the advice is not to, if this is not you, it's to not fight with this person, not to put yourself in a position where you just want to win at all costs. And because you want to win at all costs, you're willing to put yourself into some type of debt to keep these fights going forward. Okay, you want to make sure that you don't put yourself in that kind of situation this week. God bless you guys. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.